Those new parking meters are insane. I think I accidentally put down a mortgage on 7 feet of curb. I kept pressing the time button.
You always resist change, Elliot. And you can't sit there. That's Deirdre's seat. She's out breathing in the parking lot.
Deirdre's here? You two are back together and there's a parking lot?
That's a lot of questions, Elliot.
Well, yeah. Well, it's just strange that Deirdre would be here.
Should we hate each other, Elliot? Deirdre and me, I mean?
No, Richard, of course not. I just think that...
Elliot! So, what have I missed?
Elliot was just telling me how strange it is that you and I are together here tonight.
What with the divorce and all?
You'll have to ask him.
No. Yes. I mean, it's good to see you two back together.
Oh dear, this will make it all the more difficult.
I'm confused.
That happens.
It hasn't been easy for you, has it, Elliot, watching Richard and me divorce?
It's your lives. These things happen. It's none of my business.
I feel diminished by that, Elliot.
I'd hope that you'd feel you could be honest, Elliot.
God, okay, yeah, it makes me really sad, the whole thing.
It's not enough of a reason for Deirdre and me to stay married, Elliot.
Well, I wasn't suggesting...
You were just hoping. Isn't that right, Elliot? You were just hoping that Richard and I were reconciling.
Maybe. Sure, if that's what you want.
You can't hang your happiness on our decisions, Elliot. That puts too much pressure on Deirdre and me, and I fear our choices will make you unhappy.
Richard,
We can't control your feelings, Elliot, let alone our own. If we could, then Richard and I would still be in love.
And you wouldn't have to choose between us.
Wait, what?
Choose.
Choose?
Yes, Elliot, choose. Richard and I feel it would be best if you chose which one of us you want to keep as your friend.
Can't I keep you both?
No.
That would be awkward, Elliot.
But you're both right here now, and that's not awkward.
I beg to differ, Elliot. This is excruciating.
You'll need to choose, Elliot. It's for the best.
But how can I choose one of you over the other? I've known you for 20 years. I was in your wedding. I'm your kid's godfather.
Do you still believe in God, Elliot?
Not really, no.
Then there you have it, sweetie.
Why can't we just let this thing unfold? See how far it'll go. Time will tell and all that.
Do you have all the time in the world, Elliot?
What?
Are you planning to live forever? Just amble along as if the scythe of death won't come slashing down at any minute, putting all your decisions into an unchanging context, allowing those dwindling few who will remember you for the blink of an eye to judge you with impunity?
That's why I fell in love with you.
And yet...
Don't finish that, Richard. We both know the reasons why. Let's turn to Elliot. If I had a magic wand, I'd tap you on the head and insist that you live indecisively forever. Or a voodoo doll. A positive voodoo doll. I'd pull all the needles out and you'd feel no pain.
You don't believe in God, but you believe in voodoo dolls.
Deirdre and I are trying to live intentionally, Elliot.
We can stick the pins in or pull them out. It's our choice.
Your use of metaphor drove me from the marriage, Deirdre.
Like a maggot from a corpse.
That's a simile.
Oh my God, Elliot. We're talking about process rather than content. I'm just trying to explain to Deirdre how her linguistic tropes made life unbearable. For me.
Thank you for telling me, Richard.
In hindsight, I wish I told you earlier.
And if I had a magic wand...
But perhaps Elliot enjoys the way you speak. Maybe that's why he's going to choose you.
Well, we'll never know until we ask him. I just hope he has the courage to speak the truth.
Guys.
Oh, well, of course. You're sitting right here while we go at it like rabid dogs on a newborn bunny.
I think you're communicating really well.
Is that your way of buttering up my wife, Elliot? You have to choose, not the other way around.
Pick me. Pick me.
Please don't let's be craven, Deirdre.
I want what I want, Richard. You never understood that. And I want Elliot to choose me.
I always wanted you to be happy. Your demands were too great.
Is wanting to be a Parisian chanteuse too much to ask?
You don't speak French, and your timbre is too bright.
Then the least you could have done is join me in my disappointment.
You see what I mean, Elliot? The woman is mad.
How dare you talk me down so that Elliot will be besieged by doubt and so choose you as his friend?
No sane man would choose a derelict fiend like you, Deirdre.
Are you saying that you're crazy, Richard? Is that it? That our marriage was just a symptom of your insanity?
I think I want to go home.
Put a plug in it, Elliot. You're staying put until the bitter end. I won't be dragged to the mire of matrimony alone.
You alliterative asshole.
Stop! I don't want to be friends with either of you.
You, Elliot, are a Judas.
Judas Priest.
Do not dilute my diatribe.
I'm so sorry, Richard.
Apology accepted.
But what about Elliot?
He has spoken, and now we must...
Hush, hush, my love.
You're right. Elliot is nothing to us now. A memory at best.
Let's go, Richard. We're not wanted here.
Oh, Elliot. I can't thank you for driving me back into Deirdre's arms, but I acknowledge the part you played.
You are the fulcrum upon which our marriage rests, dear, gentle Elliot.
Check, please.
I told Richard I forgot my purse. I know it's me you would have chosen. It can be our little secret. As far as you and I are concerned, this conversation never happened. Call me, but not on the home phone.
It was I, wasn't it, Elliot? The one you would have chosen. Don't react. Just exhale, and I'll take that as a yes. I knew it! Handball Tuesday? I'll teach you how to play. You have the legs for it. You're so lucky you aren't married.
No shit.